We're on the edge of a global catastrophic disaster. Human conflict, nuclear bombs, natural disasters, chemical and biological warfare. Without warning, the world as we know it can come to an end.
44 days ago, a group of volunteers entered a 10-week experiment to see if they can survive and rebuild after a simulated viral outbreak leaves Los Angeles and the rest of the planet devastated. Their new home, a cordoned-off 80,000 square foot warehouse near downtown Los Angeles. They started with no electricity, no water,
nothing,
and no communication with the outside world.
They're not broadcasting, they're just transmitting.
As part of the experiment, an outside gang of looters and thugs challenged the colonists' resources and security. So far, the volunteers have survived on limited resources in and around the warehouse.
Mike, we're live.
Right about to suck it in.
But their resources are dwindling. And outsiders have breached their security. Now, illness takes a colonist out.
I'm feeling a little lightheaded right now.
And those who remain work on an exit strategy.
Get that truck built and get the hell out of here.
Be safe.
Let's take the entire situation, how serious it is, into the picture. There is absolutely nothing available. There is no stores, there is no people. There is nothing around. Absolutely nothing.
Lower amount of food is starting to have an effect. I think I've gone through every bit of body fat that I have. I've lost quite a bit of weight.
So it's kind of tough to make.
Over a month and a half of malnutrition and sleep deprivation. And now, stocks are running dry.
I want to get out of here. Like anywhere but in the dirty part of the city. It just makes it all that much more worse.
With no relief in sight, the volunteers are now focusing all efforts on their plan to leave the city.
I've said over and over again, that truck is our exodus, our way out.
Time's a ticking. Time's a ticking. We need to get out of here.
If your resources are dwindling or your safety is at risk, you're going to have to make the decision to relocate and find better resources or pockets of other survivors.
When I press on this side, does it hurt?
Right there.
If it was appendicitis, I would be able to push down and he'd scream.
I went to crack my back, and I'm not gonna lie, I had my hand in my right pocket. Just went to kind of grab my. It felt a little weird. My right one, and just sent me to the ground. I thought I was gonna faint. I'm feeling a little lightheaded right now.
How's his blood pressure?
It's been the highest chair I could find.
Tell can you feel his pulse at all?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So how's he doing? He's still bleeding his face or what?
There's a possibility that it could just be like a kidney stone. It takes you down to the floor. The equivalent to, having birth. You're going to need to rest today and drink lots and lots of water. And knowing that he's pretty much dehydrated, no one's drinking enough water. The thing I'm pointing to the most is probably a kidney stone. And It's down lower, which is a good thing. It's close to passing. So right now, I'm just having Joey rest and drink lots and lots of water.
A kidney stone is a solid mass that forms in the kidney, moves down the ureter to the bladder, and exits the body in the urine stream. Large stones can get caught in the ureter, causing it to spasm. The lower it gets, the more pain it produces.
For someone like Joey to go down, I know he's in pain.
With Dr. George gone, Joey must have faith that Allison's diagnosis is accurate and hope it's nothing worse.
If it's not a kidney stone, it could be fatal. I mean, there's no medical care. I mean, Allison can only do so much.
I wouldn't want to be in Joey's underwear right now.
A cohesive group can create a powerful motivating force. When an integral member of a community becomes incapacitated, it's natural for the other members of the community to rally and take it as a call to action.
With Joey down, the rest of the colonists pick up his call to work on their escape plan.
We need to start figuring out where we're going and what's around here.
How about reconnaissance? We do something about reconnaissance. First of all, we need to get to know our area much better than we know it so far.
I wanted to do an electric vehicle. If we want to make it a recon vehicle, so be it.
That we can actually observe what is going around in any given moment if we decide to do that.
It occurred to me that we could use a balloon thing that just hoist it up, put a camera on it, and at least maybe steer it around or somehow and get shots of, you know, the nearby neighborhood.
Real reconnaissance.
All right, let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Okay. To the glass boards.
To prepare for their exodus, the volunteers are planning 2 reconnaissance projects. First, an electric vehicle to gather supplies far beyond the spots they've already picked over. And second, an unmanned airship with security camera to help see threats and escape routes in the immediate area.
See if I can spell. It's going to be a trike. We're going to have a frame that goes around everything, like that. We're going to need 10 batteries. And then back here, solar panels.
The trike will be built in 4 main stages, using scavenged materials and car parts. First, they'll build the rear driveline assembly. Then, they'll make the front wheel steering column. Third, they'll create a throttle. And last, they'll construct a solar-powered battery bank to fuel the engine and make it go.
It's going to be a big build.
Yeah.
In the shop, Mike and John V lay out the preliminary pieces of the trike frame. Square steel bars found in the warehouse, and a 120-volt electric motor found on a scavenging trip 37 days ago.
I don't know if we really want it up that high, do we?
How big are those rims with the tires?
I'll show you.
Then they begin the rear driveline assembly.
Well, we got to put a wheel on this. This is the only shaft we have. We need to find another shaft. And I bet you that fan has the 1/2 inch or the 3/4 shaft we need. Let's go look. A piece of crap fan is providing us now with our drive shaft for a bike. Come on, John. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We can weld here and then weld here, and that's our shaft.
Done.
Done deal. Take our shaft. We're going to put it dead center in that plate. We're going to weld it, gusset it. Now we have 2 pillow blocks. They're going to hold that shaft to the frame, and then the shaft is adapted to the motor. No problem. So I'm going to grind these puppies down, and then we're going to go over there and weld. I have just finished putting on my shafts. The shafts are welded. The hubs are welded. So I'm turning both sides. I have a transaxle. This one's going to have 2-tire drive. Great traction. Never gets stuck in the mud. That's it. We're ready to rock.
Morgan and Amy cook lunch.